What's going on, everybody? It's the Bag of Tricks here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going back to my roots. We're going back to the good old-fashioned trick tips. This is a video I made a long time ago, the first year I ever had this channel, and I thought it was time for a refresher with all of my new knowledge of the sport. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to 360 on skis. So the 360 is one of those gatekeeper tricks that once you learn it, it opens up a whole new realm of possibilities on your skis. But it's a trick that a lot of people struggle with, and a lot of people may not even attempt because it might look too scary or too difficult for them. But today I'm gonna make that easy for you guys. So what are the prerequisites for learning how to 360? Number one, you need to be very comfortable on jumps. You need to be able to do them without even thinking about it. And number two, I would say learn how to 180. I have a trick tip for learning how to 180 if you haven't done one of those yet, but a lot of the steps in setting up for a 180 apply as well to setting up for a 360. And if you did watch my 180 video, you're gonna see a lot of similarities between the two tricks. So learn how to straight air, learn how to 180, and you're gonna be ready to learn how to 360. So features I would suggest you guys learn this trick on: number one, a small park jump that you're super comfortable with. Number two, maybe a side booter like you're seeing here, or the end of a half pipe. Those are both perfect places to learn this trick. You don't need a ton of air to learn a 360, so there's no need to send this off massive jumps right away. Find something you're super comfortable on that's low impact, low punishment if you do mess up a little bit, and at that point, just get ready to send the 360. All right, so let's move on to the approach for this trick. This is going to be very similar to a 180. There's no carving necessary. You're going to come into the jump perfectly straight with your feet about shoulder width apart in a nice athletic stance. Pretty much like you're gonna straight air, but the only difference here is as we approach the lip of the jump, you're going to want to bring your hands to either your right or your left side of your body. If you're spinning to the left during your 360, then you want your hands to your right side here. If you're spinning to the right during the 360, you want your hands to the left side here. Now, during takeoff, this is where the 360 truly happens. If you do everything right on takeoff, this trick's gonna come around super easily, but there are a lot of different pieces to the takeoff, so let's break it down. Number one, you're going to want to make sure that you don't forget to pop with your legs. You want to treat this just like you're doing a straight air with the pop and with your legs. One of the most common things I see people get wrong when they go to 360 is forgetting to pop with their legs, letting the jump throw them a little bit backseat and a little bit off axis in the air. And from that point, it's really hard to recover and land the trick successfully. So make sure that you're not forgetting to pop with your legs. But the other more important thing in terms of the 360 is that you're going to have to initiate the spin during takeoff as well. So you're popping with your legs and you're initiating the spin, which is going to happen with your arms, shoulders, and head. As you can see here, I'm starting to whip my arms in the direction of the spin. I am rotating my upper body in the direction of the spin, and I'm starting to rotate my head as far as I possibly can in the direction of the spin as well, because wherever your head and your upper body goes, your lower body is always going to follow. So keep that in mind, that any spin is initiated with your upper body and head, and your lower body is going to follow along while you're in the air. So if you get the takeoff right, you should be in a very good spot to landing this trick. The only thing you have to worry about while you're in the air is spotting that landing to continue your rotation around, because a lot of times people's rotation might stall out like halfway through a 360, and the reason for that is they're not continuing to get their head all the way around so they can spot their landing. So your main goal while in the air is to continue rotating your upper body and your head until you can see your landing. And once you can see your landing, you don't want to lose eye contact with that point for the rest of the trick. By looking at your landing throughout the trick, you are able to tell how much more you have to rotate, how much time you have left in the air, if you're going to have to slow your rotation down or speed your rotation up. You can see in every one of these clips that once we get our head around to the point where we can see that landing, we don't take our eyes away from that point until we're riding away, and that's exactly what you want to do as well. Once your eyes and head lock onto that landing, the rest of the trick is simply getting your shoulders to align with your head and then getting your lower body to align with your upper body. Once all of that happens, your entire body should be aligned and facing directly downhill. This is exactly the position you want to be in when you go to land the trick. At this point, it's just simply time to land the trick, and the good thing about the 360 is we're landing forward, so there's really not much to talk about here. If you've done everything everything right, if you've got your head around, if you know exactly when that landing's coming and you're prepared for it, then boom, you're gonna land bullets, you're gonna ride away, and you're gonna realize that, man, this trick really wasn't as difficult as it might seem, because it's really not that hard of a trick, and once you've done it a few times, you're gonna have it unlock and be able to do it on bigger jumps. You're gonna be able to add grabs, you're gonna be able to maybe take it to a 540, who knows? But you've just landed the 360, and I hope this video helped you on your way to getting there. If it did, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. So stoked to be making trick tips for you guys once again. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.